Day 29 of culinary school. A lot of new things coming out of our final for the last course 2. So this is a beginning of course 3. New chef instructor, new classroom, new kitchen environment. Everything is new, including, again, like I mentioned, the chef. No more whiteboard this time. This is on a Word doc on the flat screen in the classroom. New technique, new style. Really something that, obviously is a good thing to have when you're in school. You want to learn different perspectives. You want to learn different techniques. And in the process, you're only going to get better if you learn from different chefs and different instructors. You're also picking up different habits and different ways of thinking about food. This chef particularly so far puts a little bit more emphasis on vegetable cookery. That's an amazing thing to have. A little bit more emphasis on organization and sort of working smarter and just being smart about your process. So a lot of good things. I mean, first day, there's obviously still a lot to learn from this new chef, but I'm excited to learn from him, and he has over 20-30 years in the industry, so I can only learn so much from him. So I'm really excited to dig deep. Today was all about veal, specifically making veal stock. We made that as a class. We didn't actually start on the stock. We did do the roasting of the bones and the mirepoix with the tomato paste. We did that. We did compound butter really as a group. So again, there's two sides of the kitchen. We didn't do the Espanol sauce, but we'll probably do that on Monday. And then we did the all too comforting onion soup gratinee, which is also just a French onion soup. We also did haricot vert and roasted mushrooms. So the style for this new chef is, after he's done demoing, you're off doing your own thing, you're cooking your own dish, and you're putting your own flair to it. You can grill it, as it says here, but you can also saute it, you can roast it, whatever you want. And that was like a light bulb just went off in my head. I was like, wow, like this is a new way of doing things. And it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun because you get to cook every day and you kind of put your own spin to it, but you got to do the research ahead of time. So I watch a couple of YouTube videos, maybe read up on a couple of recipes on things like, French onion soup and veal chops to kind of just educate myself prior to the class. And I imagine a lot of people are doing that in my class to just prepare themselves and know mentally what's going to happen today. So today I showed you guys this before, but we slowly caramelized the onions. So it comes in raw, it's nice, low and slow, and it's low and slow for 30 minutes to 60 minutes, right? It takes a long time to get to this color. Once it gets to that color, you add in some veal stock, kind of reduced down to almost a demi-glace, but not quite a demi-glace. And then this is what it looks like before the melted cheese in my bowl. So it's really just this caramelized goodness. I cannot tell you enough how comforting this was. This was so delicious. So delicious. I was just like, wow, I can't believe we're making this. This is how my veal chops went. But real quick, this is actually the final product of my my French onion soup. You can see that you can't see the crouton below it, so it's French onion soup, crouton that's toasted, and then the cheese. I believe it was a crudité cheese, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was. Oh no, I'm sorry. Comté cheese. It was a Comté cheese. I don't know why I said crudité. Crudité is like raw vegetables. It was not a crudité. Anyway, it was Comté cheese that was melted over. Really delicious. Just look at this caramelization. I also took some home, and this, by the way, was how the chefs looked. It's a nice caramelization, nice browning in the middle. I took some home. I had some left over and took some home, and actually brought it to Yvonne and put it in my own ramekin. And remelted it in my broiler. It was so delicious. Look at this caramelization. Look at these cheeses. Look at just, what's better than than caramelized cheese? What's better than a little burnt cheese? I don't know if I can think of anything. But yeah, that was my French onion soup. It was just absolutely comforting. It was so delicious. I can't get enough of it. And this is how the lamb chops came out. Nice little melt on the compound butter that I previously mentioned. Roasted mushrooms and the green beans. The chef really complimented the vegetable cookery and the doneness of the steak. It was nicely cooked, nicely medium rare. Also, the color of the vegetables were nice. The only thing he gave recommendation to was a little bit more salt. So I added the salt quite late before the cooking process, and I think that's the thing that I would change the most, is just being aware of like when I'm salting, especially when you have thick cuts of meat. You want to salt that right away. So yeah, overall, this was such a fun dish. Today was just a fun day, just making French onion soup and this veal chop. It was my first time having veal chop. My God, it's as delicious as it looks. I mean, I wish I got a bigger piece, but unfortunately this was the piece that I ended up with, but that's okay. I was still a happy camper. I got to cook this and eat it, and also take some home to Yvonne. I got to take half of it home to Yvonne, so that was good. That was pretty much the day. Yeah, and then went home. This was Saturday. Practiced some knife cuts. So really, yeah, got to do a lot for Friday, and yeah, I can't wait to move on and move forward and make more dishes. This course is gonna be veal, fish, and I forget the other one, but I mean, just introduction to some really good protein. I love veal, I love fish, so I can't wait for more. We've got to do some homework on some chefs. I've heard of Eric Repair. I've not heard of Whitingstall and John George. I mean, this is part of your education as a culinarian, right? Knowing the chefs of the past. I mean, Eric Repair is still doing it. He's still doing it at La Bernardin in New York. So, I mean, he's been doing it for a long time. So, yeah, I'm really, really excited about this new class. I still have my previous chef instructor in my head, just sort of thinking through my process and making sure that I keep those habits that I want to instill in me for the rest of my time cooking, right? Like making sure that I don't let go of those habits and keep those good habits. So that's what it's all about. But I'm really, really excited to continue cooking. I would say I've been really stressed out, but I'm also having a ton of fun between everything that's going on in my personal life, at work, at school, everywhere. So doing the best I can, but I can't be thankful enough. I'm so thankful to be in the position that I am, getting to go to school, to study the thing that I love the most. It's an absolute blessing. And with that, I will let you guys go. Until the next one, peace, guys.